exceptional leave to remain, and now they've got indefinite leave to remain, and now they've got their British citizenship, and now they've got to get a job, and then they can get their kids over. So these are all the things that they've already had to jump. And then the question is,
what do you think? What do you think of the proposal?
I think it's ludicrous that they're having to, especially as low skill jobs. Not everyone's got a degree and can get lots of high paid jobs. And I think 18,600 were just a spouse to get here, and then obviously the children. This cost Mark can get just 27,500 for a family of 4.
Round chaps.
Yeah, first of all, let's just be clear, this isn't about the asylum system. This country's got a very proud long record on asylum. That's not what we're talking about here. What we are talking about is the fact that under the system that exists at the moment, if you want to bring another member of the family in, you only have to be in receipt of £5,600 a year, for which you can bring anybody else into the country, and once you've done that, they'll have to be provided with services the same way as anyone else who lives here. And somewhere along the line, the rest of the population needs to pay for this. So I think a very reasonable proposal, which I really hope that your party will support, is to have a level of 18,600, the level that we've introduced, to say that actually you need to be going out, earning money yourself, so that when you bring somebody into the country, that person isn't then relying on everybody else to provide the services to that individual. And I think there's a very, very strong argument for that. It's part of a series of different things that we're doing in order to make sure that actually access to this country comes with provisions, including, for example, learning English.
I would just be interested in hearing Peter's opinion on this, considering his previously expressed views about fatherless families.
Peter?
I don't actually see what the two have to do with each other, but we do.
Well, hang on. Explain what the two have to do with each other.
Just when he was previously saying that fatherless families were a large part of the described problem families, and how he would couple that view with the need for rich spouses, spouses.
People should be able to bring their.
Yeah, so it's got nothing to do with it, but I'll answer the question anyway. The point here is actually a much deeper one. Emily Thornberry's party, as we now know because of the astonishing revelations of Andrew Nether, a former New Labour worker, deliberately hoped to transform this country through mass immigration during its time in office, and has very largely succeeded in doing so. As people in many parts of this country know very well, the extent of the transformation by mass immigration is unprecedented in our national history. The Conservative Party pretends to be against this, but also knows deep down that unless particularly we leave the European Union, it has no power to act on this matter. So every so often, word goes out from our Prime Minister, Mr. Slippery, to his ministers, to say, will you come up with something which sounds conservative, because we're losing too many votes to UKIP. And so out comes Ed Pickles with his stuff about problem families, and out comes Theresa May with her guidelines about immigration. I promise you, none of these things will happen. There will be no difference. The mass immigration will continue at its unprecedented levels. The country will continue to be transformed. If you're in favour of that, then that's fine. What my problem is, nobody was ever asked about whether we wanted this. And by the time we discovered that it had happened, it was too late to do anything about it. And I really do think people should be a little bit more discontented about that than they are.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just wanted to pick up the point that Emily made about what the Labour Party's position on all this is, because I'm a Labour Party member, and I would hope that the Labour Party's position is going to be one of compassion on this, the point that you made yourself, and I would hope that we wouldn't be prevaricating about it too long.
Is that in opposition to it?
Absolutely, and we will come out very clearly about saying that, without, as I say, having to go through a great huge policy review and getting very convoluted about what I think is a very simple thing. We shouldn't be supporting this initiative.
Emily Thornberry?
Well, I mean, I think that you speak on behalf of a large number of people in the Labour Party, but I think that, there are people who have the opposite view, and it's something that we need to resolve as a party. The good thing is that we are a party that does have quite a lot of debate, but we tend to have it behind the scenes, so I have to speak to you afterwards about it. But I mean, I think it's something that we have to resolve as a party, but, we've only just heard it, and we need to make sure that we get, our response exactly right.
Do you have your debates behind the scenes? I thought you
Yeah, we do.
You know, I'm amazed.
Yeah, we have a policy from this weekend.